Load that app on Google social media platforms. Like I told you, on Facebook, we are already live, and on Instagram, Lagoonradio.Ng. It is 5 minutes gone past the hour of 10. Today, Thursday, the 16th day of September 2021. From now till 10 a.m. Yes, from now till 11 a.m. We'll be here. We'll be giving you all you need to know. And today, our topic is true federalism. Is it time to restructure? True federalism. Is it time to restructure? Yes, Nigeria as a federating state. Is it time to restructure? We have seen a lot happening over the past few days, in the past few weeks. The VAT issue and uh, the court cases. It has gotten to the Supreme Court. Now, some people have said that it is time to restructure. And looking at the agitations from the different parts of the country. And this morning, yes, we have a friend of the house in the studio, Adebola Solomon. Yes, Solomon, good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for having me on this program today.
Okay, let's start with the definition of federalism. It is said, according to the dictionaries, a system of government in which the same territory is controlled by two levels of government. Both the national government and the smaller political subdivisions have the power to make laws, and both have a certain level of autonomy from each other. And when we talk about this, we are talking about the federal and the state government. Now, looking at this federal system, it seems that the central power and subdivisions are having clashes. Are we practicing true federalism in Nigeria?
Yeah, this is one of the biggest questions I've been asking myself over the time. From what I tend to understand, I think we are under unitary system of government.
From your own perspective of
Unitary system of government.
Okay.
It is just basically a central government controlling everything. Though they give power to the states, but they are still the one managing the affairs of most of these states. So instead of you give them power, let them do their own states the way they thought it's good for their states, but yet you still have power to control the states. So I think we are still under unitary system of government.
And looking at that unitary system of government you just talked about and the federal system, like you said, it's like on paper we are practicing federal system, but
in
reality we are practicing
unitary system.
Okay, can you just shed more light?
Okay, let's take for example, whatever that happen in any state, each governor will run down to the central to tell them, you have the power to manage your state. Why not stay in your state and take charge or affairs of your state? Why run into the federal for them to have an impact in your state? Let's take, for example, what happened in Lagos during the NSAS. Our governor took pictures. Even our Ogun State governor took pictures in the photo book, take it to the federal. Why? You should be able to manage your state. You should be able to manage your resources within your state. The federal is just a senior backup in form, like whatever that is happening, they have power to do little things, not you running to them regularly. Because we know most of our state governors run to Abuja as if they are going on vacation. You left your state, you run to the federal to tell them what is going on in your state. No. You are the governor, you have your own cabinet in your state. You should be able to manage your state.
And when we talk about managing states, recently there is a problem in Nigeria now. We talk about the VAT, value added tax, which has gotten to the Supreme Court as it is. The River State government has taken the federal government to Supreme Court. And when we talk about the federal government, the FIRS, Federal Inland Revenue Services, they are at the middle, at the center of this. Now, looking at that VAT issue, some states have followed suit. River State led, Lagos State followed, and some other states are on the process of enacting the law that will enable them to collect that VAT. Now, from your own perspective, is VAT, is it meant to be collected by the state or the federal?
If truly we are under federal system of government, it should be collected by the state and have a percentage that will be remitted to the federal. Not the federal having power over what is going on in the states. It is your state. Whatever is being produced, you give them the VAT, they pay to your state, then government will have a percentage that is coming up to the federal. Not the federal allocating what you have in your state in a level where it's not even up to what we manage your states in a year. Take, for example, the whole of Southwest. At least the VAT of a thing, we have nothing less than 561 billion in the whole of Southwest. How much will the federal government allocate back to the Southwest? In the whole of North, let me just say, in the whole of North Central, they have 181.6 billion. How much are they giving them yearly from the VAT? So it's one-sided in the sense that they gave more of the VAT to the northern states than the people which are actually giving them the more of the VAT.
Okay, this is getting interesting, and I listened to the governor of Rivers State, Wike, when he made a statement which he said that during elections, that some states that they produce number of votes.
It's still the same thing.
That if they can be able to
produce that number of votes, they should be able to produce that kind of VAT they have in their states. He's talking particularly about some northern states. Let's take, for example, how much is Yobe State producing as VAT in a year? 7.7 billion.
Okay.
VAT. The whole of Yobe. Come to Ekiti. Ekiti is giving us 8.7. Come to Lagos. Lagos is having the highest, 4.18. 418 rather. So Lagos number, when it comes to election, is lower compared to Kano and other northern states. So far you have that large number of people in your state. Why not empower them so you can collect VAT from them? Why not relying on other states that has large number of companies working in there? You are relying on their own income to sustain your states. I totally agree with what Governor Wike said. I am in support of it. Let each state manage their VAT and remit a certain number of percentages to the federal. And let's see who among the governors or the states will stand.
Okay, yesterday, the governor of Ebonyi State, he's one of the lesser states in terms of the revenue generation. He said that he is the federal government, that the federal government should keep on collecting VAT and share to the smaller states.
Do you know governor of Ebonyi State is going nuts? I think currently is having a mental problem. If you listen to whatever he has been saying over the past few weeks or months, he has been praising the current president. He will be in support of it because he is looking for an avenue to maybe another political post coming from the party. If truly is serving the people and is truthful enough, what he is producing in his state can still manage Ebonyi State. At least they have not less than 13.3 billion in their state yearly as VAT. So if it's truly and if it's being truthful enough, it should be able to manage his state with that revenue. He will support the federal because I think he wants a political post come 2023 from the federal.
Okay. Another reaction from a former commissioner in Kano. He said, I go with Governor Wike on this VAT issue because this VAT has led to a lot of laziness, especially in the part I come from.
Yes. Okay, look at the North entirely. What number of percentage of them are working? They rely on government funding I know of some people who are on the streets here that they sell chicken around my house, those Hausa guys. They would tell you, I have a job in my state. Even when I'm not there, they will pay me. And you are here working here. You are not at your duty post in your state and you are being paid. So they rely on government funding a lot. So I'm in support of each state using their VAT.
Okay, let's move over to the agitation and the rest of them. Because we are, if you're just joining us, it's State of the Nation on Lagoon Radio, your number one online gospel radio in Nigeria, and the official radio of the Anglican Diocese of Lagos. And we are talking about true federalism. Is it time to restructure? That's the topic we are discussing today. Yesterday, the presidency raised eyebrows. The presidency said that they are so much concerned about the agitations that the Yoruba nation is joining forces with the IPOB. You remember that there is agitation going on. There is protest currently going on in the front of UN building in New York.
Yes.
And the presidency does not seem to go well with that. And there has been a lot of call for secession and the rest of them. And a lot of call for restructuring. Now, the presidency made that statement yesterday that they don't like the way the Yoruba nation is aligning with the IPOB. Looking at that statement and looking at the level of agitation, was that supposed to be right coming from the presidency?
You see, when you see a confused government and confused leader, you will surely know them. Do they want Yoruba nation to support Meti Allah in killing? Yoruba nation and IPOB have the same vision, and I think working together will give them more power for their vision to come true. The presidency is not saying what I am thinking they should say. It is time for us to break forth. And from all indication, it is showing. From all indication, it is showing. The East want to stand on their own. Yoruba nation want to stand on their own. Let them go forth. You can't want them to be in their own states and they are being killed every day. I think what they are saying is, I don't know, they are not in their right frame of mind at times.
Okay, let's go back to the Ebonyi State Governor once again. Yesterday, he also said, that he don't believe in this agitation of the what are they? He said I'm quoting him now. What are they agitating for? If someone is talking about restructuring, I believe in restructuring, and I believe with the right way we can get restructure. Now, from that statement, do you believe in restructuring?
See, this current Ebonyi State government or governor is a confused man again. Restructuring, do they even understand what the word mean? Those people clamoring for restructuring, I think they have sat down to look inwardly what this will have an impact on them. It has come to a time when we need to sit down, even as an individual state or region, and plan our own things. Ebonyi State Governor is not in support of restructuring because of what he is benefiting from the federal government. You see, whatever thing he is saying currently, I believe you is just sugarcoating it. He is not in support of the people. He is in support of the government.
From your own perspective now.
Exactly.
But you personally, do you support restructure?
Yes, I do.
A restructured Nigeria and the secessionists, which one will you take?
I'll prefer restructuring.
Okay, we'll go on this short break. When we come back, it will be time for more. We are discussing true federalism. Is it time to restructure in Nigeria? Adebola Solomon is still here. When we come back, we will learn more. Keep listening to us.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
Generations to come. We have Someday we would sing like the song. From the north, south, east, and west, somebody say, if you believe to the say, with the foot alone, with all we have, yeah, 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 yeah.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
Yes, you're still tuned to Lagoon Radio, your number one online gospel radio in Nigeria and the official radio of the Anglican Diocese of Lagos. We are transmitting live from the Diocesan Palace right here in Marina, Lagos. And it's still State of the Nation. And Osikechi Mezie is still here. And our guest, Debola Solomon, is still here. We are discussing true federalism. Is it time to restructure? Yes. If you had followed us from the beginning, we've laid the foundation. We've talked about federalism. The way from our guest, he said that on paper we are practicing federalism, but in reality we have a unitary system of government. I leave it to you to judge. And all you have to do is just bring your chair closer to your gadget, and you will learn more. Now, talking about agitations and the rest of them, sometime in few months back, there was a constitution hearing in every region of the state. And the deputy Senate president, Senator Ovioma Agege, he said that at this point, it will be hard. And in fact, it cannot happen for Nigeria to have a new constitution. And some people have said, so even some of the lawmakers have said that the problem we are having in Nigeria now is that 1999 constitution. I want to know your take on that.
See, let me make this clear. The constitution is nothing but a fraud.
The 1999 constitution.
It is nothing but a fraud. Okay. It's one-sided. It's one-sided. It's to empower certain people. Look at it. Let's look at it from 1999 till now. Has that constitution worked for a common man in the states or in the nation? But it's working for the ruling class and the upper class. The constitution is, for me, is totally a fraud. Totally a fraud. It is time for us to have a new, or let me just say, okay, the current one, we need to revise it. Let's sit down, let's look at it. All this one they are doing in each region and state, it is scam. A big scam.
Okay.
The one they did in Lagos, where Senator Rev'd almost slapped somebody. It is just a scam. When somebody raised an allegation concerning the constitution, as a senator representing her, you stood up, insulted, almost about to beat the person. What are they reviewing? For me, it is a scam.
And looking at a statement made by the Minister of Labour, Dr. Chris Ngige, sometime he said, during the constitution hearing, he said that he would have loved if Nigeria implemented the Abacha constitution. Yes, in terms of restructuring, he said that constitution was perfect, that Abacha was on his way, that he even proposed rotational presidency in all the 6 regions. Now, talking about restructuring, and you mentioned something about favoring one zone. Now, since 1999 constitution, the Igbos, they are clamoring now, the Southeast, for the presidency. If we restructure, will all these things be included maybe rotational presidency, and there are some statements from some big wigs now that rotational presidency is not even healthy for the country, that we should go for whoever would think that can do the job. Now, if we restructure, do you think that these things can be taken care of in the constitution?
The question I want to ask is, from 1999 till now, have you not been going for who is competent enough to rule us? Have you done anything? Let's look at it. We all thought Jonathan will be the Messiah to save us. At the end of the day, he's still down. In 2015, when this old man come on board, was shouting, I will make $1 to $1. Everything, we all thought we have seen another Messiah. Still the same thing. If you keep doing this rotation of a thing, let's move from one region to another region, we are still in the same circle of failure. Even from each region, we have people who are competent to do it, but they won't allow them come on board. Just because it's being rotated, like this region now, I think what they are saying now is coming to, is it Yoruba people or who? From the Yoruba race, who is coming out for the presidency? Who? Who is capable enough? Who? Is it Fashola or who? Or is it Aribeshola? That their hands are stained. For me, I don't see reason why this rotation of a thing should come into the constitution if we restructure. The best that we could do, even when we restructure, is to allow competent people to manage the affairs of this country. If you keep restructuring, you keep recycling the same thieves, the same politician, the same people. Take, for example, from CPC to APC to PDP to PDP to APC, it's still the same people moving all around. Let's allow competent people to do it. But for me, if I have my ways, I will do say they should allow a woman come 2023 to lead us.
A woman?
Yes.
Okay. We'll come to that. Okay, now, looking at what is obtainable now in Nigeria currently, and it seems that the PDP, it seems that they are going to Southwest for the chairmanship of the party. And if PDP is going to the Southwest, practically it has ruled Southwestern candidates out.
Of course.
Now, looking at the ruling party, we still don't know what they want. They have fixed October, the first weekend of October for state congresses. Now, looking at all this, PDP as a party, I don't know their ideology.
They don't have any.
APC as a party,
They don't have any.
personally,
either.
I don't know their ideology.
Both don't have an ideology.
And now, is it that time to restructure? And can the restructuring take care of all this?
See, from the two-party system we are running in Nigeria, not multi-party system,
Okay.
two-party system, in quotes, they are both the same thing. They don't have a vision or plan for the nation. Even in Articles 99, whatever you wrote down, a vision, and you can write. I can write also. But when it comes to implementation, can they do it? The issue of these two parties moving up and down is not a problem for me. They should keep doing it. Can we, the masses, stand on our feet and produce a credible person that will lead us? We can easily think out of the box. We know this set of people are the ones ruling us since 20 years ago. Can we look for somebody who is capable enough in ruling us in this nation? We have many of them, but most of them are running away from political position because of the stain attached to it. But when or for how long will they keep running? Even my so-called favorites has messed up a lot. I so much love the man when it comes to speaking, writing, but when it comes to implementation, he messed up. I could have vouched for him to go for the president, but at this point, let him just remain where he is. It is time for us, even when we restructure everything, let us look for people who are capable, not people that have been doing it. There's a difference between you doing it and you being capable of doing it. You can be there for 20 years, but you don't have the knowledge of what is being done there. But when you see people that are just coming in for 2-3 years and they have what they take to make it work, it will work.
Okay, I saw a cartoon, just like a comedy. It was sort of like a political campaign in a campaign rally. The politician raised a banner and was saying restructuring, restructure, restructure, restructure. It's time to restructure. And the PA to the politician campaigning asked him, "Please, sir, I've been hearing this restructuring. What is that restructure?" And the politician whispered to him,
I don't even know.
"I don't even know. That is the language we understand now."
It is what we want they will give to us to take what they want from us.
Okay. Now, coming from the citizens, the masses angle, what is that restructuring we are talking about?
Do we even understand what it is? We are clamoring for it.
Yes.
Do we know what it takes?
That is why I'm asking, for the benefit of those listening to us.
You see, this is very simple and complex.
Okay.
Restructuring in all form of government is just a way for us to reshuffle everything and start afresh.
Okay.
And for me, I would want a situation where we have regional coordinators. It has been like that for years. When we restructure to regional coordination, it's much more better for us to have capable and handling a particular region and submitting to the central. But the masses, what they want is, what they think about restructuring is, when we change government, we change everything, we having people in there. No. It's not just beyond changing government. It's beyond implementing things that will work in the nation. Things that will make the nation going forward or moving forward. But what we are thinking or what we tend to know is, when we restructure, we change Mr. A to Mr. B. Mr. B will come in, Mr. C will come in. No. At this point, it's changing, working on our constitution, working on all aspects of the economy, to the government activities and everything entirely.
Okay. Now, it will bring me back to the state police we've been clamoring. Is that part of the structure?
Yes, it should be included in it. Like they say, one police, I think, is to like 5 or 6 individual, and you see a big man having at least 4 or 5 police going out with him.
Depending on the level of
the level of, like, okay, now, like somebody having 4 policemen with him, 4 into 5 places, that's 20. You are depriving 20 people of their security. So when it comes to restructuring everything, this has to be included. There should be a limit to what a big man will have as security. At least for you, one person. Not you having security policeman as your driver, as your PA, as your... No. You are depriving the whole country of their own security also.
Okay. Going forward now, looking at the agitations of different sections. One, the Southeast, the IPOB, championing the Southeast secession. They said that Igbos are marginalized, and that is why they call to secede. And also looking at the Yoruba nation, Sunday Igboho was at the forefront, though he wasn't the one that started it, but due to the incessant killings that happened recently in the country. Now, you said that a restructured Nigeria is better than whatever we are clamoring for. Now, looking at that, the Southeast region, let's start with that one. Are they truly marginalized?
Yes. Yes, we all know that. In the last 20 years, have they been included in the government? Have they truly been included in the government? Even when we have a South person as our president, was the Southeast included in the government? See, this our government structure is a form of where everybody is being carried along in day-to-day running. But a particular region is being left out, which is clearly showing. Clearly. They are, in all aspects, the Southeast have been marginalized.
Okay, yesterday, from day before yesterday, we have seen agitations. It's no longer in Nigeria. The Yoruba rally, the Yoruba Nation rally was, it had a hitch. And now, taking this agitation in front of UN building. Remember that the UN General Congress is coming up. Now, taking this agitation to that, is it a wise thing to do?
When your agitation in your country or in your state has fallen to the deaf ear, let the international community know what is going on in your country. As a body or as a member of the UN, I think it's right. They are not going there to do anything to fight, just to go there, raise our placard. This is what we are clamoring for in the nation. I think it's right time we do that.
Okay, you're still on to Lagoon Radio, your number one online gospel radio in Nigeria and the official radio of the Anglican Diocese of Lagos. Is still State of the National Political Program on Lagoon Radio. Yes, we've been talking about true federalism. Is it time to restructure? Yes, you've been hearing the voice of Adebola Solomon. He's our guest this morning. We'll go on this short break. When we come back, it will be time, yes, to look inwards on what we need to do, and also the concluding part of the show. Keep listening to us. We'll be right back.
This is Lagoon Radio.
Though we are many people, different tribes, different tongues, we're united in our strength and resolve to uphold the honor of our land and for generations to come. And for generations to come. We are shine like the sun. Oh, from the north, south, east, and west. Somebody say, if you believe to the same, with the foot alone, but all we have. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, say we are, yeah. With the foot alone, I believe, and I know
You
you
are
do
listening
too,
to
yeah,
Lagoon
yeah.
Radio.
Yes, I believe in Nigeria. I don't know if you believe too. For me, I believe in Nigeria. I believe that Nigeria can still work if the right resources has been put in place. And that's the lyrics of that song. From Timi Dakolo, Great Nation. He believes in Nigeria. And he said, and I know you do too. But a lot of us have given us hope on Nigeria. That's why every day I wake up, sometimes I pray, it is well with Nigeria. Yes, I still believe. And we are talking about true federalism. Is it time to restructure? We've been talking to Adebola Solomon. Remember that we are live on Facebook at Lagoon Radio Nigeria and on Instagram, Lagoonradio.Ng. Listen to us directly via the link www.LagoonRadio.Ng. And also, you can download that app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. And we are also on YouTube. Yes, just go there and subscribe on Lagoon TV, and you will watch every of our programs. Anyone you miss, you can always get it there. Talking about true federalism, now we've seen agitations, we've heard politicians, we've held conferences which we are not implemented. Even the Senate Committee on Constitution hearing and the rest of them. Sincerely speaking, what do you think we need to do moving forward?
Like I said earlier, the 1999 Constitution must be abolished. And must be replaced. It must be replaced. I have it written in my notes here. Must be replaced by original constitution that was affirm federalism and regional autonomy. Like I said earlier, regional autonomy and true federalism, not the one we are practicing on paper. True federalism that it must show from all the states and have that regional autonomy. From there, I think you can start getting things right from that aspect. When we abolish this 1999 constitution, which has been a fraud for years, let's abolish it and have that regional autonomy and true federalism.
Okay, now looking back, during the administration of General Ibrahim Babangida, yes, we practiced a federal system of government, and it was like federal-local government relationship. And looking at what is happening currently in Nigeria now, it seems as if the local government is not in existence anymore. Though we have local government elections and the rest of them, but sincerely speaking, it's like we don't practice local government anymore. Now, from your own perspective, do you think we'll revert back to that federal local government relationship?
Is it possible?
Now, we are talking about restructuring.
Yes. Is it possible for this current crop of politicians go back to that system? It's not. It's kind of hard to go back to what is working in this nation. Back then, during IBB regime, it was a friendly activities from the federal to the local government. Do even states recognize the local government as at now? I know of a local council development area. Today is 16th, but it's yet to pay the staff of the council. Today is 16.
The current salary or previous?
The last month's salary. And from the what I heard from the people working there, that the state has not released fund for them. Even states with local council, they are having issues. Let's talk about federal and local council.
Okay, now looking at the agitations in the southeast, we have the Biafra and the rest of them. And looking at them, it has gone far. The agitations has gone far. You remember the recent sit-at-home order, which the state governors are fighting. Okay, let's start from that southeast. What do you advise them if we must restructure? But it seems that they don't believe in anything again called Nigeria, because the southern language we hear now is no election in Anambra and no election in eastern part of Nigeria, which is properly regarded as Biafra land. Now, if we must move forward, what is your advice?
Let me read a portion for you in the Bible. Proverbs 13, verse 12. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick, but when desire cometh, it is a tree of life. You see, when all hope has been dashed, what else? The heart itself is sick. These current people in that region don't have any belief in Nigerian system or in Nigerian states. They see it as a failed state. So that is why they are clamoring for what they believe is right and good for their own region. Nigeria has dashed so many hope. They have dashed so many hope. And these people are sick and tired of the same language. Is it not recently I saw Chukwuemeka Soludo going to the market, eating all sort of things.
He's contesting for the governorship.
Yes.
Post.
Yes. What did he do when he was CBN governor? What policy did he implement that favors the Nigerian state as a whole? That favors his people that wants to be a governor over? They don't have belief and trust in all these people again. So their hope have been dashed completely. So they believe them having their own people as their leader will give them the more freedom to do what is right for the region.
Okay, and looking at the Yoruba nation now. In fact, the Yorubas, the Yoruba nation, they don't practically talk about marginalization. What they talk about is recently what pushed this secession agenda is the incessant killings of the herdsmen. Now, what do you advise them on moving forward?
Yoruba nation, we have always been included in the government. Okay. We practically run the government since 1999 till now. We have been there. But let me just say, those at the top that are representing Yoruba nation neglect the fact they are coming from a particular region. When you move up there, they forgot the people down there. Look at the killings in Ekiti, in Oyo. Even with this, people will think, I think it's the right time for this Fulani of the people to go to their own region. That is why we keep saying state policing will help in most of this region. When you have control over your police, over your security, it will help you reduce the level of insecurity in the states. Take for example, since they have these guys, what was it called? Amotekun in Oyo State. Look at their operations. Look at what they have achieved so far. So when it comes to state policing, it will help that region in all aspects. And come to think of it, Yoruba nation or Yoruba state, their boundary is just, let me cross to the other side. Like you living Aoloya to the back of that area. It's not as if it's a wide margin. It's just when you cross, that's all. So it is easier for them to move within the region when it comes to security aspects. But I will still advise in Yoruba nation, what we need currently is state policing.
Okay, 2023 is around the corner, and we are talking about restructuring. And people that are clamoring for this, even those clamoring for restructuring and those clamoring for secession, a lot of them doesn't have voters card as it stands. Yes, yes, because from the southeast you hear no election, and practically that means the INEC registration from the figures is very very poor from that region. Now, if we must restructure or if we must secede, a friend of mine argued that if we must secede, even the southeasterners, that they must practically be involved in government.
Yes.
Is that a right statement?
Yes. You can't sit in your comfort zone, or you can't be shouting on the road, on the street, clamoring for restructuring or just a change of government without you having the power to cast your vote for the people you want to be. It's not done. You can't be in your house and say, this man will win the election. If you don't go out, he can't win. And there's no way you are having that change you are clamoring for.
Oh.
You must be involved in all level of government. But most of us are tired of the way it is being run. Even when you know you vote for your candidates, at the end of the day, you see another thing coming out from that aspect.
Okay, having said all this now, like the 2023 actions to a lot of people, do you think, or do you still believe that we can zone the presidency this time around? Yes, the southeast, they are clamoring. The southwest are saying it's their turn. The north itself are saying that they've not completed their term. The north central say it's time for their turn, that since they've not even produced the VP. Like we said, the southeast have been excluded from governance. The north central are saying that it is time you give us the space. We have not been considered at all in any top position. Now, at this point, what region do you believe that we can move the presidency to in 2023?
Is there any region that can produce a credible leader
We have credible leaders all over Nigeria.
that are ready to take Nigeria forward, not going backward?
Yes, we have. If we search.
If we search
Yes.
with this region allocation of presidency, will they allow them search for a credible leader? See, we all know the tactics behind all this. If they are going to North, at the end of the day, even when North Central bring out their candidates, some top, I don't want to mention names, some top politicians will go to them. If you can do this, I will give you a post, come under my umbrella and let us work together. They will do it. Even from the southeast, if they can produce a credible leader, will the region support their leader? Isn't it when it comes to 2023, when they give them one small 5 kg of rice and 2,000, won't they follow those people? But we are clamoring for true change. Will they follow the true change when they have a credible leader that will make things work? Even in Yoruba nation, who are we bringing out as being credible? So it depends if we can get a credible leader that is ready to serve the nation, not ready to serve his or our pockets. Because most of them are serving their pockets. Recently, I saw some pictures flying all around. Governor of Kano State, his 2 sons graduated from a UK university. Yeah, they are all serving their pockets. If you can get somebody who is willing to serve this nation, we have servant leadership, and we have leadership by all means, by all force. So if you can get that servant leadership in this nation, it will go far in all areas, helping us forward.
Okay, and that's the concluding part of the program this morning on State of the Nation. Thank you, Adebola Solomon, for coming on the program.
Thank you.
We hope to see you when next
week. Let me just say this before I leave. The Bible says perfect love cast out fear. For us moving forward in this nation, we must unite in love. Without that, there's nowhere we are going. We are going nowhere.
We must unite in love. And thank you for that. And thank you also for listening. And thanks to our producer, Olumakaiye Jedi, for pressing the right buttons. And we meet again next Thursday, 10 a.m. with another bumper topic. Keep listening to Lagoon Radio, your number one online gospel radio in Nigeria. From me and Osikechi Mezie, goodbye and do have a lovely day.
You are listening to Lagoon.